Hello, my name is Nicholas Kiss, and today I'm going to be telling you all the reasons why I think the New Jersey state driving law should be lowered down to a certain age, and I'm also going to talk about why I think the other states should also coincide with each other when it comes to that. Let me tell you what I believe. So, in New Jersey, the driving law is 16 years old. You can get your driver's learning permit. And what that means is you're able to drive a car, but you must be in the car with an adult over the age of 21 that also has their driver's license. Now, a year later in New Jersey, at age 17, you're able to get your probationary auto license. Basically what that means is you can't drive on the road at a certain time. So between the hours of 11 p.m. and 6 o'clock a.m., you may not drive on the road if you have a probationary license. Now, there are other states in the United States. There's Pennsylvania and there's New York that also coincide with New Jersey's laws, as well as Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. So a good portion of the Northeast and New England area have the same law as New Jersey. And I like that. If you're going to have a law, I think, in my opinion, it should be the same in every state. So that's what I believe. And then you go to some other states. There's some states, I believe there's only one state, and that's the state of Michigan. You can actually get your license at age 14. So, and I mean your probationary auto license at age 14. So you can drive at certain hours as well. And there's many other states such as Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and the Carolinas, along with Maine. We were able to actually get your license at age 15. So a good portion of the Mid-Atlantic, some western states, and also a little portion of the Northeast state of Maine. So this is where I kind of disagree, and I believe that all the states should coincide with each other. And then you have a couple states where you actually have to be 15 and a half, so 15 and 6 months. In California, Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, and Virginia, where that rule is in fruition. So let me go to what I think about this law now. Now, I think it's stupid. I think that if you're going to have a law, every single state should be coinciding with each other. So if one state's going to be 16, one state's going to be 17, one state's going to be 14, at that point, just make it the same age for every kid that's learning to drive. So why am I going to live in California and be able to drive at 15, but I live here in New Jersey and I got to wait till 17? Like, that law, in my opinion, should be exactly the same. Now, here's what I think they should change it to. I actually believe they should lower the age down to 14. And let me tell you why. Now, that sounds like a young age, right? You're on 14-year-olds on the road, right? But I think it teaches young kids responsibility. And it teaches them a sense of, like I said, responsibility and a sense of independence. They feel like they're able to do something by themselves, which can really boost their self-esteem. It can really help with their growth and developing into young adults that they're becoming. So, and also, it's really convenient that you're able to just drive yourself to school. So for high school students, right, you can take the bus your freshman, sophomore, sometime even your junior year if you're not 17 in New Jersey. Now, some other states, like I mentioned, have the law where you have to be a little bit younger, so that kind of works out for them. But here in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, in this area, you got to be 17 years old. So you got to wait till your junior year at least, unless you're turning 17 in your sophomore year, which is very unlikely. But, I mean, it could happen, but it's very unlikely that happens. So, what I believe is they should lower the age to about 14, in my opinion. I think 14 and 6 months. So, as some of the states had it as 15 and 6 months, 15 and a half, 16 and 6 months. I think it should be 14 and 6 months. So, you're 14 and a half years old. So, basically, kind of into your freshman year of high school, you're turning 14. Some people are even turning 15 by then. But mostly, by the time you start high school, you're at least 14, going on 15. So, I believe that that's where the driving age should be lowered to. And if they're not going to do that, then it should be the same age everywhere. But in my opinion, I am persuading the United States to make that a law, because I think it would do so much better if everything was on the same thing, everything is the exact same. So that is what I believe when it comes to the driving law. And then in New Jersey, I think it should be lowered down to 14 as well. 14 and 6 months, like I said. Everyone should be the same age when they're learning to drive. So, and now, I know you're probably thinking you don't want young drivers on the road, but like I said, it teaches responsibility. I think it's a great thing. Like when I first started to drive, it made me feel so great that I was able to just get in my car, grab my keys, go drive somewhere, and just get something done. Run a simple errand. It really teaches kids responsibility that's really gonna help them later in life when they get older. It's a great thing to learn. Of course, it's a great skill to have because you're gonna need to know how to drive, unless you plan on taking mass transportation to your work. But knowing how to drive a car is an essential daily life skill that everyone should know. So those are my reasons why the United States and New Jersey should lower the driving age to 14 and 6 months, and it should be the same everywhere. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.